ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। ॐ श्रीहनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a very warm welcome. As always, Indra was very upset. Two reasons. One is Swartha Karanam. That is because if Bharata takes Ramchandraji back, Ravana will come and occupy his seat. That was Swartha Karanam. Then Samashti Karanam is there. What is that? If Ramchandraji goes back, the whole world will be destroyed by Ravana. There will be lot of problems. Therefore, Rama's birth was to actually remove, eliminate Ravana. And that will get spoiled. And all the efforts that has been put to send Rama to the forest, that also will be wasted. Therefore, Indra was very upset and anxiously he went to Brihaspati, his Kula Guru, and then he expressed himself. Ramu sankochi pema bhasa भरत सपेम पयोधी बनी बात बेगरन चहती करिय अतनु छलु सोधी. This we saw 217th Doha, where Indra requests Brihaspati, do something, chalu sodhi, do some chala, that Bharata should not meet Rama. And this we saw. Now we will continue and see how beautifully Brihaspati responds to Indira. Indra Devata, he has always been a problematic person, but all said and done, we must understand one thing. Whatever issues Indra Devata begins, it always culminates for good of all. So therefore, we should not underestimate or wrongly take Indra to be a very vicious person. It always ends in good only. Having said that, 218th Chaupai we will read. बचन सुनत सुर गुरु मुसुकाने सहस नयन बिनु लोचन जाने मायापति सेवक सन माया करईत उलटी परई सुरराया तब की छुकीन राम रुख जानी अब कुचाली करी होई ही हानि सुनु सुरेश रघुनाथ सुभाऊ निज अपराधरि साहि न काऊ जो अपराधु भगत कर करई राम रोष पावक सो जरई लोकहु वेद विदित इतिहासा यह महिमा जनहि दुर्बासा भरत सरिस को राम सनेहि जुगु जप राम राम जप जेहि मनहु नानिय अमरपति रघुबर भगत अकाजू अज सुलोक परलोक दुख दिन दिन शोक समाजु सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। बचन सुनत सुर गुरु मुसुकानी. Suraguru, the preceptor of the celestial gods. He very, what do you call it as a interesting smile he gives. What is this interesting smile? He understood the undercurrent in what Indra Devata spoke. Sahasa Nayana Binu Lochana Jane. And what did he realize? He thought, even if Indra Devata is endowed with 1,000 eyes, Indra is blind. His discrimination is blind. He is unable to understand the truth behind Bharata's, going towards Chitrakoot. One part we know, what? Bharata wanted to take Ramchandraji and make him the king of Ayodhya. But what about Rama? Now see, Mayapati Sevaka Sana Maya. Now he says, Bhagavan is very, very clear. If anyone practices, deception, deception to his devotee. Now look at this very carefully. If someone decepts Bhagavan's devotee. And who is Rama? Rama is Mayapati, Lord of all Mayas, isn't it? Karaita ulati parai suraraya. Hey Suraraya, please beware. Karaita ulti, it will boomerang on you. If you try to do something, it will boomerang on you. Be careful. Tabaki chukin Rama rukhjani. Suradevata, king of gods. King of gods here is Indra, not Mahavishnu. King of gods, celestial Raja, Indra Devata. Last time you did something. What did you do? You made Saraswati to go and twist the tongue of what is it? Manthara. Isn't it? And Manthara went and instigated Kaikeyi, because of which Rama had to leave for the forest. You have been successful here, no doubt. But it was Rama's wish also. Rama Rukhjani, Bhagavan Ramchandraji also approved of that. Why? The purpose of the birth is to eliminate Ravana. So it goes in tune with the purpose. Therefore, Ramchandraji accepted. Isn't it? Abkuchali kari hoi hani. In case you resort to the same thing again, if you go back to the same thing and trying to do some, kubuddhi with your kubuddhi, then you are sure to get into disaster. It will boomerang on you. Sunu Suresha. Hey Suresha, Indra, listen. Sunu. Raghunatha Subhavu. I tell you the nature of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji. What is Bhagavan's nature? Very careful, huh? Nija aparadha risahina kavu. He will not be angry on some offense against him, against Ramchandraji. He will not be angry. If somebody does to him, he will only smile and go away. But jo aparadhu bhagata karakarai. If someone who tries to, meddle with his devotees, he is bhakta paradhina. Therefore, he will not keep quiet. Being bhakta paradhina, anybody who tries to put their finger into the activities of his devotee, the bhakti of his devotee, he will get terribly wild. Rama rosha pavakasog charai. Surely that person will meet his or her end if they try to do something to his devotee. Lokahu beda bidita itihasa yaha mahima janahi durabasa. He refers to one story of Durvasa Muni. There is one small story. I will tell you the story. See, Ekadashi Vrata, many of you might be doing it. Because if I don't tell that, then you will not understand the whole, this one. Ekadashi Vrata, many people do, and many people do with very strong this one. They won't even take one drop of water. Nirjala Nirahara Vrata also people do for Ekadashi. Some people don't eat food. They will probably take some juice or something. Or some people, we have rice should not be consumed. Therefore, some sabudana khichdi they do and then they consume. Ekadashi, food they say. It is available even in hotels today. It is available Ekadashi food. So this Ambarish Raja, he had followed that Ekadashi Vrata very carefully, and Dvadashi he will go take bath and come back, and then he will consume the food. And this Durvasa Muni was invited for Dvadashi. Ambarish Raja invited Durvasa Muni, please come to the palace and please accept my offering and have prasada, Dvadasha Dina prasada you have with me, and then you can. He agreed. Durvasa Muni agreed. So he said, okay, I will go to the Nadi. I will finish my snana, sandhya, vandana, ityadi, all that, my rituals. I will finish austerities. And then I will come. Let everything be ready. I will come back and we will have lunch. And he said, okay. Durvasa Muni went and he took his own time. Now, interestingly, in the Dvadashi, during that particular time, you have to eat. Some rituals, some rules and regulations, I will not go into that. So, Ekadashi, full day you have not eaten anything, and Dvadashi you have to eat. That is a krama. Scientifically also, you cannot keep your stomach empty for a long period of time. You will develop some gastric issues and so many things. Therefore, Dvadashi you are supposed to eat well. And within that Dvadashi, it should not get into Trayodashi. And Ambarisha Maharaja is waiting. Durvasa Muni has gone to the Nadi and he has not turned at all. He has not come back at all. So, the ministers of Ambarisha Maharaj says, hey Rajan, Dvadasha will get over. Before that you have to take something. Therefore you please consume a sip of water. And you get out, you come on, complete that vrata. You take a sip of the water. After he comes, you can have meal. So Ambarisha Maharaj also thought, okay, that sounds better. Therefore, he took the sip of water and then this Durvasa Muni came. And Durvasa Muni is known for being angry all the time. Some munis are like that, what to do? Swabhavastu pravartate, even Bhagavad Gita says, just because one becomes a sannyasi or a saint or a rishi or something like that, inner swabhava would be there. Like for example, our Parampuja Gurudev, he loves coffee. Now somebody should not say, oh, Swamiji loves coffee. He has got desire for coffee. Therefore, he cannot be called a sannyasi. All these are all foolish people talking. Okay? Immature, irresponsible, useless people give such comments. Right? We are not, see, we people are, what do you call that word as? We people are ineligible. We are not eligible to comment on sannyasis, sages, saints or rishis, all those people. We are not supposed to comment. We have no rights to comment. Alright? Please be very careful because it is a major papa. Even if it is true, it is false, if it is different, whatever, we are not supposed to comment. 1. 2, that is none of our business. Alright, therefore we should be very careful before commenting on Rishi. Now Durvasa Muni was very angry. So somebody might say, oh, what kind of a Muni he is? He is not at all at peace. What kind of a Muni? Some people's Swabhava is like that. Swabhavastu pravartate. Alright. And like Gurudev had coffee, Durvasa Muni had anger. So every Rishi has got their own Swabhava. That will be there in the corner, but you should respect their jnanam. Take what is important from in everybody. It's a very beautiful lesson. Take what is required, leave the rest. Do the best, leave the rest. Take the best, leave the rest. I had given one example of Mahatma Gandhiji. He took the pin from the order and threw the order away. I have taken what is useful for me and he went. Similarly, you take what is important. Durvasa Muni. Now this Muni came back and he threw tantrums. It was then he was about to give shapa to Ambarish Raja. It was then, and Ambarish Raja, you see, was a great devotee of Mahavishnu. And that is why Ekadashi very, very religiously he followed. And this Durvasa Muni wanted to come and give shapa and all that. Then Vishnu Bhagavan got angry. He sent us to the Shakchak. This is the story behind. Alright. Now, finally, Durvasa Muni had to go and fall at the feet of Ambarish Maharaj. And say, please, please, Trahimam, Pahimam, sorry, 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 sorry. All that 123 times he must have told. And then Ambarisha Maharaja also, such a very wonderful person. He said, it is okay. It is okay. I forgive you. Okay, I forgive you. And then he requested Sudarshana to please return back. And then Sudarshana Chakra went back to Mahavishnu. This indicates that Bhakta is very, very, very important to Bhagavan. For him, the one who surrenders completely at his feet is the highest. Therefore, don't ever play with his devotee. And what to talk of Bharata? His own brother is one thing, but more than the brother, he is a great devotee of Bhagavan Ramchandra ji. And how can you play with him? Bharata sarisako Rama sanehi. And anyone who loved Rama will love Bharata also, because they have to love Bharata, because it is the love to Bharata will bring Rama closer to them. If you love the devotee, Bhagavan will love you more. This is the glory of bhakti. This is the glory of devotion. Gurudev, I remember. Gurudev, he went through so many troubles, so many pain. Of course, from his standpoint, he did not suffer. From the standpoint of all of us immature people, ignorant people, he used to undergo a lot of trouble. But he would always make sure that his devotees, especially brahmacharis, sannyasis, are well taken care. He would make sure, he will constantly inquire about the acharyas, brahmacharis and sannyasins. He would inquire to our CEO. We had one very wonderful person, Mr. K.S. Ranganathan, if I may take his name. He would ask, what happened to him? Is the place comfortable for him to stay? Gurudev stayed in such places, but he never wanted our acharyas to stay in bad areas. So he would make sure everything is proper. That was his heart. Similarly, the devotee is very, very important for Bhagavan. Jagu japa Rama japa jehi. Interestingly, in Bharata's case, whoever takes Bharata's name and whoever takes Ramchandraji's name, both of them will be very happy, because Ramchandraji takes all the time Bharata's name and Bharatji takes all the time Ramchandraji's name. Parasparam bhavayanta. That love between Bharata and Rama is so much that words cannot be explained. And Rama's name, Bharata constantly repeats all the time. Manahuna Marapati Raghubara Bhagata Akaju Ajasuloka Paraloka Dukha Dina Dina Sokhu Samaju. Therefore he says, Brahaspati says to Indra, hey Indra Devata, never harbor wrong things in your mind. You may be Lord of immortals, you may be Amarapati, but if you harbor wrong things in your mind, Raghubara Bhagata Kaju, every thought that is going to trouble the Bhakta of Bhagavan will teach you a lesson. Ajasuloka Paraloka Dukha, because it will bring you Ajasu. Ajasu means ill fame. Jasu is Yasha. Yasha means glory, fame. Ajasu, ill fame. Loka, paraloka dukkha, you will get ill fame in all the worlds. Dina dina soka samaju, and you will get into trouble day after day. Therefore, don't try that again, beware. He warned Indra Devata, Brahaspatiji. Then again Brihaspati ji continues. He says, let us see what he says further. सुनु सुरेश उपदेशु हमारा राम ही सेवकु परम पियारा मानत सुख सेवक सेवकाई सेवक बैर बैरु अधिकाई यद्यपि सम नहीं राग न रोषु गहि न पाप पूनु गुण दोषु कर्म प्रधान विश्व करि राखा जो जस करई सो तस फलु चाका तदपि करई सम विषम बिहारा भगत अभगत हृदय अनुसारा अगुण अलेप अमान एक रस रामु सगुण भय भगत प्रेम बस राम सदा सेवक रुचि राखी वेद पुराण साधु सुर साखी असजिय जानी तजहु कुटिलाई करहु भरत तद प्रीति सुखा सुहाई राम भगत परहित निरत पर दुख दुखी दयाल भगत शिरोमणि भरत ते जनि डर पहु सुरपाल. Continuing. सत्य संध प्रभु सुरहितकारी भरत राम आयस अनुसारी स्वारत बिबस बिकल तुम होहु भरत दोषु नहीं राउर मोहु सुनि सुर बर सुर गुर बर बानी भा प्रमोदु मन मिटी गलानी बरषि प्रसून हर्षि सुर रावु लगे सराहन भरत सुभावु. We will see till here. Okay. Sunu Suresha. Hey Suresha, God of gods. Indra Devata. Sunu. Listen. It is a very important point which we need to work on. Whenever the mind is filled with raga or dvesha, anything, or you can call all the six, Shadvairinaha, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, all caused due to what? Raga, dvesha. When the mind is filled with raga and dvesha and all the other Shadvairinaha, such a mind closes the ears. Be very attentive. It closes the mind because he doesn't want to listen to good things. What is that very, very interesting statement in our English word? Do it my way or hit the highway. Very beautiful statement. They want their only thing, thought only to be exercised. They emphasize for the execution of that particular thought. And such a mind, which is completely covered by raga dvesha, is a mind which will not be open for advice. Doesn't it happen at our homes itself? Husband and wife, parents and children, children and grandparents, and everybody put together with the neighbor. All said, when you form an opinion about a person, again, that is also another very important point. If you form an opinion about a particular person, then all your thoughts will go through the prism of what you have opined about that person. And when that way, if the mind functions, such a mind will close the door for advice. And it is very important for us to take advices from either elderly person or a guru or a knowledgeable person, irrespective of age. This is very important. Another very important point here is, normally, with due respects, please, a egoistic person who deals primarily with his ego is a person who will get angry for advices. Who are you to advise? Why should I listen to you? Like that, people, even react. They don't respond, they react to advices. And such a mind, which is closed for advices, is a mind which will have to listen to the tune later. Think. The consequences of not listening to the right advice from the right person at the right time will always be disaster. Very important, please note. It can come from any quarter. It can come from your child. Children many times, I definitely proudly tell you today, I have learnt whatever I have learnt, 50% I might definitely dedicate to all the children, Bal Vihar children who have studied under me. Through them, I have learnt a lot in my life. I am indebted to all those children who have taught me so many things in life. So you don't have to think, you are a small, what do you know? Very many times it happens. The hierarchy always thinks low upon the subordinate. It can be in any field. It can be in corporate world. It can be at home, within that family. It can be in the office. It can be within the neighbors also. An organization for that matter. Listening to the right advice at the right time always will bring glory, will bring success. If not both, it will at least eradicate problems. It will brush aside sorrow. Therefore, we have to listen. That is why in all the Shastras, you will find Sunu, listen, especially here in Tulsi Ramayan. Time and again you will see Sunu, meaning what? Listen. And while listening, I have told you earlier, hearing is when cross ventilation is open, it will not do anything in between. Listening is when I close one ear, meaning not physically, I listen to what the other person says, take it to the discretion of my own knowledge. Problem here is we don't take that advice and discriminate with the knowledge what I have. We all have got enough and more knowledge. What to do, what not to do. How to do, how else to do. We all have got lot of knowledge. Agreed. But what do? That advice what other people give, we don't at all carry it with us and then place it, present it to that ability of discrimination within us. If we can place that ability of discrimination in the right place, answer will come. In fact, even before the other person explains, you will understand. But without understanding, I know, keep quiet. That is not at all taking the advice. When you take the advice, discriminate rightly, analyze, scrutinize. And then if you still feel that what you thought was right, go ahead. Face the consequence. Good, bad, indifferent. Face the consequence. But there is nothing wrong in taking the advice. 2. By not reacting for the advice, you have maintained the relationship and respect between the two. When you react and dismiss on the face, then one, relationship also will be affected and the respect also will go away. You will also not have respect for the other person. The other person also will not carry any respect. Therefore, listening is an art. You have to listen. Carefully listen. And you may not respond also. In many cases, you need not respond. Except, is it? Let me think about it. Let me work on that. Give them that answer. And work on it. And after working on it, whatever is right, whatever is good, whatever is conducive, do that. But listen. Listening also requires a clean slate called mind. Our mind is normally contaminated with too many things, unnecessary, unwanted, irrelevant, irresponsible, useless, worthless, meaningless, unproductive things are being smudged into our mind, and therefore you can't, even if the other person gives you good advice, mind cannot accept it because it has no space. Hard disk is full. Therefore, it rebounds, it reacts. Think. So, when it is at Sunu, it means quieten your mind and listen carefully. Sunu Suresa Upadesu Hamara. Hey Suresha, Indra Devata. Upadesha hamara sunu. Listen to my Upadesha. Rama hi sevaku parama piyara. For Rama, his devotees are extremely dear to him. Kulashekara Alvar, earlier also once I think I referred to. Kulashekara Alvar in Mukunda Mala says, Bhrityasya 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 Bhritya iti mam smaralokanatha. Please consider me as the servant of, 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 the servant of servant. I am that servant of the 7 layers. He says 7 times there. Please consider me as that servant who serves the servant of 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 yourself. That glory is the devotee. That glorious is the devotee. We are talking of sincere devotee. We are not talking of the Natak company called the devotee. Please, I am sorry to say that. You don't feel offended. I am talking of the true devotee. What Brihaspati is talking to Indra Devata about Bharatji. What a devotee. So consider that Rama hi sevaku parama piyaram, the greatest, supremely dear to Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji is devotee. Manata sukhu sevaka sevakai. He becomes very, very happy. Manasa sukhu. Sukhu means very, very delighted when sevaka sevakai, when the service are rendered to his devotees. Look, who is saying? Brihaspati ji is saying. Brihaspati is no ordinary person. Think. Bhagavan's happiness lies in the happiness of his devotee. And if you go and try to put your finger into the devotee, Sevaka Bhaira, Bhairu Adhikai, he will become terribly angry and you will become his Vairi if you do something, if you play a fool with his devotee. Therefore, beware. We have so many examples. Hiranyakashipu, Narayana's greatest enemy. Why? Because of Prahlada. Hiranyakashipu's own son Prahlada is such a devotee to Bhagavan, and Bhagavan came down physically to support his devotee in every form. Isn't it? How many times Prahlada was tested by Hiranyakashipu? Every time Bhagavan protected, and finally Bhagavan had to come and tear his intestine open and kill him. With all the conditions of killing, isn't it? Neither day nor night, isn't it? Or neither on the floor or on the air. So many conditions, all were met. With all that, he was killed, and that is the glory of the Bhakta, Prahlada, and the glory of Bhagavan. Bhagavan's love towards his Bhakta is as equal to the love for Bhaktas towards Bhagavan. Therefore, Jadyapi Samanahi Ragana Roshu, even though Lord is alike, Sama, Na raga na doshu. He will not have any love or anger towards anybody for that matter. Gahina papa punu guna doshu. He will neither receive any papa or punya. Nothing happens to Bhagavan. If you play with Bhagavan, he is not worried, he is not bothered. Karma pradhana biswakari raka. Why? He has very clearly, he has written a very beautiful program in the computer of the brain. Isn't it? Very, very well written program. What do you also call for that? Built in control. How? Karma. Karma pradhana. You reap what you sow. As you sow, so you reap. Is it not? Karma pradhana biswakari rakha. Jo jasa karai so tasa phalu chaka. As you work according to karma, karma phala. Bhagavan has no role to play, please. That is why Gurudev always says, you are punished not for your sins, you are punished by your own sin. Your own karma will take you to the heights, or it can take you to the patala. Your own karma. So you have to decide what karma you have to do. So very, very beautiful built-in programming is done in the Prakriti. You don't have to worry about that. Tadapi, even then, yet, karaihi sama bishama bihara. If one tries to, do something vishama to his devotee, then bhagata abhagata hridaya anusara. He appears to that person accordingly. He is impartial. But through your karma, the karma phala is very, 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 very strong. And when it comes to Rama, aguna alepa amana ekarasa ramu saguna bhaye bhagata prema basa. Though Bhagavan is aguna attributeless, alepa, no attachment at all. Amana, he is free from pride. There is no ego there. Ekarasa, he is always the same, unchanged. Ramu Saguna Bhaye. Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji, he came in the form of Saguna form. As the son of Dasharatha, Saguna Bhaye, Bhagata Prema Basa. And even though he is in the form with attributes, yielding to the love of his devotees. He yields. Meaning what? He loves his devotee so much. Therefore, don't do anything to his devotee. Rama sada sevaka ruchi rakhi. What a statement. Bhagavan ever is respected. And the wishes of his devotees is pradhana for him. Veda Purana Sadhu Sura Rakhi. Vedas, Puranas, and Sadhu, even saints and gods, Sura, all of them speak the same thing. It stands testimony. It stands as a proof, a witness to the fact that Bhagavan loves his bhakta more. Indra picks up that, he says, that is the problem, na? Because Ramchandraji loves his Bhakta Bharata more than his brother Bharata. Bhakta Bharata. Now he will fall for Bhakta's love, and then Bharata will take him back. What to do? Asajiya jani tajahu kotilai karahu Bharata pada priti suhai. He says, hey Indra, remember what all I spoke. Now, instead of trying to separate them, fall at the feet of Bhakta. Accept Bharata. 1. 2. Bhagavan knows Bhakta's heart. At the same time, now look at this, very important. The Bhakta also will understand what Bhagavan wanted to do. That will happen. Very soon it's going to happen. When Bhagavan says, this is why I am here, when he explains, Bharata will accept. Why? His goal is nothing but Bhagavan's goal. Therefore, Bhagavan will explain to him and he will understand and accept, and together they will form a beautiful plan. Why are you worried? You surrender to the Bhakta, Bhagavan will take care of you. Rama Bhagata Parahita Nirata Paradukha Dukhi Dayala. Who is Rama? Paradukhi Dukhi Dayala. He feels very, very bad. He is so compassionate, Dayala, for Paradukhi, for the pain of others. Rama Bhagata Parahita Nirata. Bhagavan's Bhakta. Rama is what? His Bhakta Parahita Nirata. Nirata Sada Sarvada. He is Bhakta Paradhina. He will take care of him. Bhagata Siro Mani Bharatate Janidara Pahu Surapala. And who is Bharata? He is the crest jewel of devotees. If at all there is a list of Bhaktas in Bhagavan's list, the first name is Bharata only. In the list of Ramas, Bhaktadi Gana. First name is Bharata. Therefore, Janidara Pahusurapala, be not afraid of Bharata. O ruler of God, Surapala, please, one more very important point. A Sevaka also will not put his Bhagavan into a spot. Bharata also will accept the condition. Bhakta will not want to put Bhagavan into a spot. Similarly, Bhagavan also will not put Bhakta into a spot. They will definitely have a wonderful, decision made. Not to worry. Satya Sandha Prabhu Surahitakari. The Lord Satya Sandha Prabhu, he is truthful to his word. And Bharata Rama Ayasa Anusari. What about Bharata? He will obey Sri Rama. He is not like the normal people who don't obey other people, who will not think of the elders or who don't care for others. No. Bharata Ayasa Anusari. He will obey. Swarata Bibasa Bikalat. Tuma hovu Bharata dosu nahi ravu. You are feeling uneasy. You are feeling anxious, concerned. Only because of what? Swartha. Because of your selfishness. You are becoming bibasa. Bharata dosu nahi ravu. Bharata is not to blame at all. Because it is your ignorance who is showing Bharata differently. Bharata is not to be blamed. He is doing according to Dharma. Dharma Paripalanam. Suni Surabara Suragura Barabani Bha Pramodu Manami Miti Galani. Now Indra was very happy. The moment he became very happy, he started praising Bha Pramodu. He started praising Bharata. Actually, the problem has not really got solved. It has only postponed. It has got only postponed. It has not solved. But Indradevata doesn't know, isn't it? Therefore, he is enjoying, and then he started praising Bharata. Barashi Prasuna Harashi Suraravu Lage Surahana Bharata Subhavu. The Lord of Celestials, Indra, therefore, immediately, I don't know, anyway, that is the way they express their Swabhava. Immediately rained all the flowers from the heavens and things like that, and gladly started praising. Sarahana Bharata Subhavu, he started praising. We will continue tomorrow. I might have taken a few minutes more. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।